Welcome back to Make Money Online. Today we'll be looking at some XRP price predictions, and make sure you stick around till the end of this video to find out why you should buy into the XRP dip now. One of the most impressive landmark technologies that are in vogue has transcended machinery and science. People's demands have shifted the scope of inventions. Nowadays, people merely want a bigger and better version of something rather than have an entirely new thing. Such is the heavy expectation in the financial world. Trade by barter used to be a thing until metals were being used as currencies for exchanging goods and services. Gold and silver replaced copper and iron as a background store of value for fiat currencies. And now, cryptocurrencies have revolutionized the financial space as they are in prime position to become the next best thing in place of regular fiat currencies. The crypto industry has done considerably well in the last decade to offset and monopolize the financial market. That fact is hard to contest, as digital currencies have taken prominence in our day-to-day activities. Cryptos have suddenly found applications in most of our basic operational activities, with financial institutions seemingly failing to fulfill the needs of their huge crowd of users who felt unprotected and sometimes taken advantage of, with all the boring rules, low interest on savings, high interest loans, illegal deductions of accounts, and others. Many cryptos are being used to fill this gap as is necessary. XRP is touted as a laudable means of sending funds for transactions in a safer and faster way. Its applicability has made it an acceptable payment option among some of the world's biggest financial players. Why? Well, transactions with XRP are cheap and much faster than on any other crypto, and they can be applied to every situation. This has led to the full establishment of XRP in the minds of potential investors, and hence its increasing demand. It's believed that as more and more people get to use Ripple, the fortunes of XRP is bound to improve in the market. The total existing amount of XRP is 100 billion, with just under 43 billion circulating supply. With a market cap currently over $11 million, that's with XRP currently priced at 25 cents. XRP has seen better days in 2017 and 2018 when it experienced a major boost in value. Market analysts reported that the coin started in 2012 with an approximate price of 0.05 cents. There was no subsequent rise until May 2017 when its price peaked. XRP suddenly soared to 36 cents per coin. The second price boost occurred around January 2018 when XRP hit its highest so far, around $3.84. The daily trading range for XRP has shrunk over the last few days. The gradually downsloping moving averages and the RSI in the negative territory suggest a minor advantage to the bears. The doji candlestick pattern on January 24th and today signals indecision among the bulls and the bears. If the uncertainty resolves to the downside and the bears sink the price below 25 cents, the XRP-USD pair will complete a bearish descending triangle pattern that could result in a drop to 16 cents. On the contrary, if the pair rises from the current levels and breaks above the downtrend line, it could result in a rally to 38 cents. XRP is still as functional as ever, stabilizing itself in the 35 cents mark, testing support at 30. Analysts are divided on whether it will rise on an uptrend or break the support level and fall to a new support level of 25 cents before beginning a gradual steady rise back up to 50. It's not expected to stop there, but to aim for a year high of about 60 cents, establishing two support levels, one at 50 cents and the other at 45 cents. If it hits that 45 cents level on the second support line, it is assumed that the crypto's price trend will rise slowly but steadily to consolidate at around 60 cents. Predictions are it will rise from there onto the $1 mark or even higher up to $2. XRP continues to trade inside the channel, and the price has been sustaining above the 25 cent support for the past few days, which is a positive sign. This suggests that the traders are not hurrying to book profits on relief rallies. The bulls will now try to push the price to 30 cents. A breakout and close above the 42 cents resistance could start the next leg of the up move that could reach 50 cents. The XRP-USD pair could further pick up momentum if the bulls can thrust the price above the channel. Both moving averages are sloping up, which suggests the bulls might have the upper hand. Contrary to this assumption, if the pair turns down from the current levels and breaks below 27 cents, it will suggest traders are booking profits on rallies. A break below the support line of the channel may signal a trend change. XRP soared to a 2-year high in December 2020, but the bulls have not been able to build upon the momentum since then. The altcoin recently adopted a bearish trend, which started the bulls being tired out. This chart shows a surface analysis of XRP's current price trend and its potential for traders. XRP-USD was about to form this huge bottom from where it can build up to form some solid potential ahead. Therefore, it's necessary that XRP-USD shows up with the proper price action. Also important is the anti-cyclicality underlying an XRP-USD to majors like Bitcoin and Ethereum, as it's often showing different formations and directions. We can see here how XRP-USD is about to form this massive descending triangle formation. In this descending triangle, XRP already completed waves A to C of the coherent wave count, and is now setting up to form the wave D, which will run directly into the upper boundary from where a pullback is likely, and also the origin of the final wave E to the downside, completing the wave count and moving on to test the decisive conformational bounce cluster marked in blue. Taking all these factors into consideration, XRP-USD is in a situation where it's about to complete this potential major bottom in the structure. Therefore, when XRP-USD manages to finalize the wave count within the schedule and bounce within the conformational bounce cluster properly, this can lead to the breakout above the upper boundary and therefore completion of the triangle. After that, crucial confirmations need to take place to fully validate the inverse head and shoulders formation. Therefore, XRP-USD needs to sustainably move above the EMAs and hold above to strongly form the breakout above the neckline and activate upside targets. It's important that XRP-USD holds above these levels and does not pull back again. This next chart supports this prediction, and it reflects the price breaking through the first target price level of 30 cents as it rises above the upper trend line. A white arrow was drawn to show the potential direction of its rise towards the third target price, which is set at 45 cents, which would represent a total of 120% increase from its closing price of 20 cents in 2020. If the price consolidates above the upper trend support line, we expect it to go higher than it already is. The additional rush of investors was expected to lead to this consolidation and also sponsor its rise to a new level as shown in the chart. As XRP-USD has shown up before with the bear flag that confirmed bearishly to the downside and already reached the targets, XRP-USD has now somewhat recovered within the structure and is building an interesting formation on the local timeframe perspective, which is interesting also because of trading aspects. Overall, it's formed a good formation out of the trading aspects, and this formation can either be traded aggressively with immediate entry or conservative with entry after confirmation. When XRP-USD reaches the lower targets, it has to elevate how it will move on from there, and if there comes a possible stabilization that cannot be passed away, or XRP-USD sets up to form further bearish movements, we should consider the head and shoulder formation coming up next time, and when this happens, the target's to be reached. XRP-USD recently is one of the more volatile pairs within the market. Such volatility can be grounds for great opportunities when this is done right. However, it's important to assess the divergences within the market for a possible arbitrage considering XRP-USD in the established structure and the upcoming movements ahead. This chart shows the prediction of XRP's market cap. It's dipped below the yellow rectangle, which now represents its support level. A red arrow is there indicating its potential fall right through the yellow area as we go through 2021. Following the SEC lawsuit, its progress was affected massively as indicated by the red candle. But the coin recovered as its trend bar changed to green, and it's now positioned to either follow the red arrow in a steady consolidation, or it hikes up following the trajectory of the green arrow as it surges past the 11 billion range towards as high as 60 billion. While the chart may portray the extension of the yellow area towards 2022, it is but a supposition. We are focusing on the green arrow that sets the coin up for a potential yet gradual rise up. However, while all this price development was undone in mere weeks, if not days, when observing the cryptocurrency's price movement following the lawsuit, XRP is preparing for a comeback, consolidating in an unexpected position and gradually getting in pole position to push towards the 40 cents range. This sets the coin up for a surging close to 100% of its current price. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that notification bell. We think XRP's price is on the mend. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. And while you're here, check out one of our other videos. See you next time.